Bonjour mes amis de Fr3, j'espère que tout va bien avec vous, j'espère que vous êtes en bonne santé. Tout va bien avec moi et avec Jenny, elle est là. Hi guys, I wanted to, in this video, go over the material that I saw from you guys for week 1 of quarantine class. Yay! So I've gone through the work that I got submitted, and I've looked for some common points and all that, and I've made a little agenda of what I'd like to go over with you guys today. So bear with me, I'm going to be doing a weird thing where I look at the screen to try to see what I'm pointing at. And I hope you enjoy. So, first and foremost, I hope that you guys are doing okay. If I hope that you're in good health and that you're safe, and if you're sick currently, I hope that you feel better soon. Just make sure that you're sleeping plenty, make sure that you're getting fresh air. Like, this is something that I just found out yesterday, which is kind of common sense, but if you leave all your windows shut, your CO2 in your house goes up and you start getting lightheaded. Yay! Um, please drink plenty of water. I know that I need to be a little bit better about that. I'll get a glass after this video. It'll be fine. Anyway, on with the show. Review. First thing I wanted to go over past the I really hope that you guys are doing okay and I miss you, because I do, is subjunctive endings. So the subjunctive mood is funky for more than one reason, but especially in some of its endings. So make sure whenever you're writing them out that you're paying special attention to how many vowels you have. So, for example, we have nous and étudier. So we're going to conjugate étudier to the nous form in the subjunctive present subjunctive, word order, it matters. And we see that for, these are ER and RE verbs. These are IR verbs. These are the endings for the subjunctive. So I will make this bigger. You can take your picture if you need to. I also just Googled it. So I need a refresher sometimes because subjunctive is fun. Anyway, nous étudier. Whenever we do this, it's going to look very odd, but this is technically correct. Étudier. There are two I's there. So same thing happens with étudier for the vous form. It's going to have two I's. It's really strange. It's really strange. But that's just what we've been handed. Also notice that for the endings for the third person plural, that sometimes it's going to be the same thing. So, oh, what's a good one? What's a good one? Let's just do parler and let's conjugate it to third person plural, okay? In the present indicative, so the mood that y'all have been using before we even knew what the subjunctive was. So, présent, passé composé, imparfait, futur conditionnel, all of those are indicative. Subjunctive is a different mood. But so in the present indicative, you have parle, my marker's starting to die, P-A-R-L-E-N-T. Hey, guess what? In the subjunctive, it's the same spelling. Looky there. And that's because the ending is the same in the indicative and in the subjunctive. So that's why your context is really important to see if it's subjunctive or not. And that brings us right on to point number 3 I wanted to make. Impersonal expression usage. So whenever, probably the easiest way to use the subjunctive is to have that impersonal expression. Il est essentiel que, il est bon que, il faut que, il est possible que, il est probable que, whatever. That's the easiest way to start off your subjunctive. But whenever you use an impersonal expression, you need to make sure that you have a couple of things in place. First, okay, that you have your impersonal expression. Il est bon, il est nécessaire, il est possible, il est probable. But then you need our friend que. You always need to have that. Then you have your subject, and then you have your conjugation of the subjunctive. Okay? The reason you need the que, wow, it got really bright. It got really bright. I'm so sorry. This is all backlit. The reason you need your que is because in order for the condition to happen, in all cases that I can think of off the top of my head, there's probably like one exception because there's always exceptions, is whenever you have one subject, que, a different subject, and then your conjugation, okay? And this does not include impersonal expressions, okay? So, il est bon qu'il soit sympa. It is good that he is nice, or it is good that he be nice, is technically the subjunctive in English. It is good that he be nice. This il, doing this with the mirror, it's good, it's fine. This il and this il both can mean he, but this one doesn't. It's an impersonal or not personal, so it's not talking about a person, an impersonal expression. So this is just that random, like, if you were going to give the time, you'd say, what time should I use? I'll just say, il est midi. Il est midi. It is midday. It is noon. But it doesn't mean he is noon. And you still use that il because it's impersonal. It doesn't actually refer to a person. So it is good that he be kind. Okay, so this is the first time we talk about a he in this sentence. This is the first time that we talk about Jean-Luc Picard. Okay, I'm watching Star Trek with my roommate, and it's wonderful, and Data is my favorite. Shout out. We stan. So we have he. First time that he is brought up. And that's why we have the subjunctive, because you have this impersonal, you have personal, you have a que in the middle here. I love how my marker is like not working. It's old. It's from my freshman year of college, so I'm surprised it's even holding out this long. And then you have your conjugation. Change of subject, que, conjugation. So that's what I wanted to talk about there. Make sure you have your que for the subjunctive. The only time that I can really think of that you won't have that is for, I'm not even sure what to call them, but they're just general expressions like, long live the king or something. You know what? I'm going to do long live the queen because feminism is important, guys. So, vive la reine. It is really, really faint, but V-I-V-E-L-A-R-E-I-N-E, vive la reine, long live the queen. That is technically the subjunctive, because otherwise, if we conjugated to live, vivre, it would be vie, okay? So that's a use of the subjunctive, and that is because if you look at that cheat sheet on the subjunctive, I believe I gave you guys a link to it on the week 1 choice boards. If you look at that, you'll see that one of the uses for the subjunctive is for wishes, wants, desires. So whenever you're saying long live the queen, long live France, whatever, allez les bleus, allez les bleus. Technically, that's not even subjunctive, so that's a bad example. But you're wanting the queen to live long and prosper, but you don't know that she will. She might say peace and go somewhere else. She might step down from the throne, or heaven forbid. So it's not necessarily known that that's going to happen, but you want it to, so you use the subjunctive. And that is the only time I can think of off the top of my head that you don't need that que. but have it otherwise. And to end on a positive note, just so that you see the agenda, bullet journals that I saw were absolutely gorgeous. And I really hope that you can use them as a tool further down the line, especially whenever we can have class in person again, which is next year. But for example, if you're sitting in a class and you're just taking notes, you just take notes on what you need to take notes on. But if you find that you are struggling with something, bullet journals can be your friend, because you have all of your notes that you just took down just to take notes in class. And then whenever you want to review it, you sit down with it and you organize it and you come up with pictures for it and color coding and arrows and flowcharts and all this wonderful thing to make this bullet journal page. And that has you rewriting the material, muscle memory, that can be used for you to say the material as you're writing it, auditory memory. The pictures will help you with your visual memory. And it's a very good way. It's kind of like flashcards gone vogue. So please, if that helps you, use it to your fullest benefit. And then other than that, I have hit everything that I wanted to hit with this little video. And with that, I want to say that I hope y'all are doing all right. I love you so much. I miss you so much. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to see what you guys are learning just with us as the teachers or teaching interns through this whole process of just like figuring out all this stuff. I'm so proud of you guys. I really cannot say that enough or understate that. Whichever one makes sense to you guys, because my brain's kind of woo. Please stay safe. Please stay well. If you're not well, do everything you need to do to be well again. I am here via email. Madame Ogeron is here via email, and we will talk to you digitally whenever, okay? So please take care. See you next video. À tout à l'heure.